What is this? This is a surprise. This is a WE-Tech gas blowback M14, full-sized gun. I got this gun on Sunday from Craigslist for only $100. It was already broken, which is why the price was so low. But this is a $300 gun. It's a gas M14 from WE-Tech, and if you know me, I personally do not like WE-Tech. And prime example, it is broken. So there you are. It came with a new mag, I've been told, and it also has a rail kit above the bolt, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna show what's wrong with the gun, and I can still get it to fire. It just has a godly amount of trigger pull. So here's the bolt. Pretty beefy bolt, pretty awesome. It's missing this pin here, right there. A couple of problems with the trigger grouping, which I'll show you. And as you can see here, the bolt, the hammer is not cocked, and this janky trigger unit, if I hold it up and rack it, then the bolt will cock. I mean, the hammer will go down. And then for the trigger to be pulled, gotta pull it really hard. So to get the hammer to stay back, you gotta hold this in. Yeah, the trigger's actually getting a little easier to do, but that's technically what's wrong with the gun. The trigger is not releasing the hammer easily enough. The whole body actually is kind of janky. The whole thing moves around. And this, don't get me started on this, the cheapest plastic I've ever seen in a $300 gun. I mean, this is the whole heat shield, and this is the cheapest plastic. Like, come on, man, that's like dollar store ABS Springer right there. Otherwise, I'd say the whole gun gets a robust for me, because the whole stock, even though it is wood, is this nylon fiber, and it's actually really cool. And I was thinking it was wood for the first 2 hours I had the gun. So yeah, it's full size, full bolt travel, a whole lot of recoil, and technically I can manipulate the weapon to fire, but I think it has a brand new magazine, because it doesn't look like the WE-Tech one, and I think this is the bolt latch for the bolt lock. Comment on this, because every time the weapon fires, it locks the bolt back. So I need to figure out what's wrong with that, and then I'll take care of the trigger and sell this thing, because it's an investment piece. Really, I got it to fix and then resell, because that's what I do here. Plus, it makes for a lot more airsoft content on this channel. So yeah, it's a big behemoth of a gun. Pretty much a sniper rifle. Very long. And if I can, I want to field this gun at Fighter Town. So I'll put some electrical tape on these rails since they're kind of thin. Or no, it's just my red dot, kind of sucks. And run a red dot or a scope. So let's take a look at the trigger. So this is the trigger mechanism, take that out. But once that's been removed, the entire top of the gun, or pretty much the part that's supposed to be wood, this thing comes off. So this is just nylon fiber with the sling points and the butt pad, and then you get all of your internals. This gun's supposed to go full auto, but of course I couldn't get that to work yet, because if the bolt keeps locking back, I never get the full experience of the semi-auto and the gas blowback action. But yeah, there's the full auto switch, but I'm not sure about that. And when I was shooting this yesterday, this piece actually popped out and flew out, and so did some plastic. So like any other WE-Tech, it exploded while firing, technically. Just the rear side is all, but I think whoever did it had it on backwards, because now this spins. Before, only this would spin, but now this spins. And it didn't spin at all before, and I had to screw this screw back in. So I don't really know what's up with that. But yeah, it's pretty much a sniper. It's huge and it's pretty cool. So here's the trigger box. I know exactly what's wrong with it. Did a little reading online and then I figured it out on my own. The cotter pin, or the trigger pin, whatever it's called, needs to be pushed in more. But this piece is pushed in by the body when it goes in. Another thing, the hammer knocks this whole piece out of alignment here. Okay, so say it's been cocked. When the trigger is released, it will knock that piece. So you gotta pull the trigger super hard at this point. So not only is it hard to pull the trigger, when this piece is knocked out right there because the pin wears out, they sell this piece for $6, but in my previous video I just bought some stuff and this knocked the shipping really high, so I didn't get this piece. So this is a future replacement. Yeah, I mean it'll still fire, but it's just a matter of the mag locking the gun now every shot. So potentially I can get this gun shooting real soon here. So if you want this gun, message me, because I'm definitely not going to keep it, but it is actually a pretty cool gun here. Mag goes in kind of in a janky way. Yeah, so WE-M14 is gonna make an appearance on my arsenal. If I can get it to fire, I'll try to give you all an honest review without my hatred for WE-Tech getting in the way. But yeah, it's a new gun, only $100, pretty sweet.